y'all, long time no talk. It is Friday, November 4th. It's been a bit since I've filmed. I wanted to do a video last week about how I prep for conferences and then just never really got time to do it. So let's do a little bit of catch up since my last sort of week in my teacher life. It was my incomplete one. I'll link it up above if you want to check it out. Definitely have been busy. So let's talk a little bit. First of all, 2 weeks ago, we did have a PD day and then a teacher work day to close out the week on the 20th and the 21st. The next week was parent-teacher conferences. We were off Friday and Monday for a fall break. So this week has been a short week, but y'all, it's felt like a normal week. It's been a very long 4 days, 3.5 days. We're almost done with the 4th day. A couple weeks ago, I was approached by my principal and told that they were wanting to move a student into my classroom who has some very extreme behaviors because they were, one, hoping that maybe a change of scenery would help. Two, they're hoping that my structure and the way that I run the classroom will help. And three, this is kind of a way for them to try it out. And if the behavior persists, kind of have that information in their back pocket, I guess, if you will. So that student joined my class half days last week and then full days this week. So it's definitely been an adjustment for my class as well as that child. We had some very good moments. We had some very rough moments. So that's just kind of added to the amount of things on my plate. So apologies again for the lack of posting, but obviously I have to make sure that I'm doing what I need to for my students, and that means filming at school has to take a back seat. But I am here. My students are actually at specials. So I filmed that first clip first thing this morning, and now it is 2:04. And that's kind of how the day's gone. So let me go ahead and just chat a little bit about what we've done. So we started off our morning as usual, breakfast. We had our morning meeting. Then I had them do their rotations, their small reading groups without the reading groups, because they're still learning how to rotate and be in each of the centers. So we did that this morning. I did our reading lesson. We read When Sophie Gets Angry, Really, Really Angry, and did our Being a Reader lesson on that. Then we went to lunch, came back, we did the first part of our math pretest for Eureka Module 2. Now I use an assessments bundle for this that is unfortunately no longer available on TPT because Eureka went through and copyright claimed everything. But basically Module 2 is all about shapes. Thankfully I still have this saved. But so I gave my students this page that I'd folded. So we did this one first. Then I had them flip it and do this one, but it's basically coloring specific shapes, specific colors. So we did that. Then they did their PBIS incentive for October, and I handled the reteaching. We have to take turns doing that. We'll have to, we take turns doing that. So we did a lesson on kindness, and then they did this little write about it. One of the first grade teachers found this. I will see if I can find it and link it below, but I make no promises. So that's what we just got done doing, and now my students are at library. So that's been our day. I do still have some of the math pretest to finish. So we have to do this page. We have to do this page, which is positional words. And then we also have to do a sort. They have to sort flat shapes and solid shapes, but I only made one copy of that because I'm going to pull them back individually to do that. And hopefully I can knock all the testing out next week. Now next week is another short week. November is a crazy month, y'all. So we have a PD day on Monday and then a teacher work day on Tuesday. Tuesday is election day. We never have school on election day just because some of our schools are polling places and they don't want random people coming into the building when students are there. So 2 days off next week, so it's a 3-day week. The week after is a full week, and then we get a full week off for Thanksgiving break. So I'm definitely pleased with the amount of days we're getting off because it's been a struggle. Behaviors have really been rough, and I don't mean like just my class individually, but the school as a whole. So anyway, enough talking. I have a whole list of things that I really would like to get done during my planned time. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive into it. Sorry, I'm putting something away. Apologies for the noise. But yeah, that's where we're at, y'all. I have some small reading group stuff to kind of put together, and obviously I do have that work day on Tuesday, so I don't have to do like a ton, but I want to get a good amount of things done. So first of all, we took our module 1 math assessment, which means it is time for me to rearrange my math groups and kind of redistribute some of the students. So some of the students are really doing well, so they're ready to move up to my higher group. Some of the students, I knew that was going to fall. Some of my students did not do as well as I was expecting, so I'm going to put them down to like the middle group. And then I still have kind of that low group of students that is still really struggling about a lot of various different things. So that's where we are. So I'm going to type that up. I can't show that because it's got their names. I'm going to fix the thing that just fell. I'm going to put like command hooks up and punch holes in them and then put them up there because these are our being a reader letter sorts, like beginning sound sorts. So this is the one that we did this week with M, B, and S. So I need to hang that back up. And that's about all I've got. So enough chatter, let's get busy. My snack hoard. Okay, so I did a little bit of rearranging here. I moved the rainbow drawers over, put my little supply spinner right here, timers, stapler, tape. This is my Java sock for my coffee. And then I also changed this up a little bit. This is kind of like a student supply center, so I moved all the Band-Aids and stuff right here. They were in a box that was kind of hard to get into. So now it's just right here next to my desk. So that's that. This is some stuff that I'm gonna have to deal with next week. As you can see, this table desperately needs to be cleaned, so I will take care of that on Tuesday during our work day. And then I'm also going to take care of all of this on Tuesday. So we're just gonna leave that for next week. Okay, so it is 4:53. I've cleaned up as much as I'm going to clean up on this Friday. It is time to head out and head to the weekend. This was quite possibly the longest 4-day week ever. So I am very much looking forward to the weekend. So this is going to wrap up this very brief day in my teacher life. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me. And I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.